Hi guys, I'm Sapphire of Sapphire Speaks, and I am here back with another Oracle intuitive message for today. I don't even know what the date is right now. All the days are blurring together. So whatever the date is, whenever you hear this, whenever you feel this, or however it resonates with you, take what you can, leave all the rest of the bullshit, because you know we like to second guess ourselves. If you're a Pisces, you like to second guess yourself. So the cards that I got today: number 46, regeneration; number 18, serendipity; 24, time for a nap; 41, soulmates; number 4, higher power. Yes, honey, yes. Okay, from my wisdom of the house of night, I have number 15 is fragment; number 6, high priestess of air; number 18 is forbidden; number 14, denial; number 48 is obedience. Love that obedience card. So I'll start off with the high priestess of air: logical thinking, reason, and using your mind to consider the next right action of the qualities encouraged. Now is the time to think before you act. You are blessed with a wondrous mind and imagination. Your ability to communicate is enhanced when you meet the high priestess of air. This is the moment to have reasonable conversations and make calculated decisions. So immediately I feel like we are putting our shit together. Come on now. We're putting things in place. We are looking at situations from a very healed state of mind. We are looking at situations with with confidence. We are looking at situations now, and we are able to see our steps. We are able to see exactly what it is that we are creating. And for a moment, if you have been like me, for a moment, it's like this world had to stop so I could take a look at myself, so I could do self-inventory, so that I could heal those parts of me that I was trying to drag into this new situation or this new thing that I was creating. I was still looking at things through victimized and hurt situations. And I will say this to anybody who has been through any type of trauma, to please reach out to a therapist. My therapist is Dr. Keith Clark. I love him. He's on Facebook. Please, if you decide to reach out to him, tell him Sapphire Sharita has referred him, and he is great. And but saying that, it's with this regeneration card, this coming from a place of newness, coming from a place of being more confident, coming from a place of knowing exactly what it is that you want, and knowing that after healing from all of this trauma, healing from, reevaluating your life, reassessing your situation, going back to the drawing board and making better decisions and seeing what we can do to walk towards the thing it is that we want, we are being regenerated. We are being renewed. That sense of confidence, that sense of, I know what the fuck I want. And it's not hard to have that. It's not hard for me to say that I need love. It's not hard to say that I want more out of a relationship or out of my job or out of life, because I know that I'm deserving of it, and being able to take those logical next steps to do that. Right? Because at first, as long as we were in this victim mode or victim mentality, we couldn't even see that we were deserving. I know I couldn't. I kept bringing this thing into my life that this is what I deserve, this is what they did to me, this is how they hurt me, everybody is here to hurt me, this world has hurt me, I didn't have the tools, I didn't have the things, I didn't have the tips, I wasn't being guided, I didn't have a father figure, I didn't really have a mother figure. All of this bullshit. Because once you start to reevaluate yourself and you start to take a look at the steps that you were making, even though you were in a clouded state. Look at the steps that you were making, even though you were in this place of indecisiveness. Look at the steps that you were making. Look at how far you've come. So this card of regeneration lets me know, and then the higher power is here, which means God is with you in the details. God is in the details. He's right there with you every step of the way. Whatever it is that you believe in, the universe, God, ancestors, angels, it means that you are not going into this new path. You are not taking these steps alone. It means that this thing had to slow down. This world had to slow down. And all of this had to slow down so that you could get your shit together. So that you could come out of this situation once everything is on and popping and you have an understanding of your whys and what it is that you're doing. It's so that you can come out of this shit renewed. With a sense of confidence, with a sense of knowing, I know what it is that I want out of life. I know who the fuck I am. I know what it is that I want to create. I know that if some shit pop off, you know what? I'm stronger now. I can deal with that shit. I know how to deal with it and I can move on. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. And the serendipity card is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's the flow of life. It's the flow. Get caught up in the flow. Sometimes we are so busy trying to control everything that we are not allowing things to just be. We're not allowing ourselves to take the time to smell the roses. We're not allowing ourselves to take a look at what situations really are. We're not allowing ourselves to relish in the things that we are creating. And relishing in them does not mean complacency at all. Not complacency, not just sitting here, not just settling for what it is I have. It's being grateful. I appreciate what it is I have. I appreciate my walk. I appreciate everything that God has brought into my life, everything that the universe, everything that my ancestors have given to me. I am not complacent. I am grateful for all it is that I have. I am flowing in this thing. I am being absolutely obedient. Absolutely obedient to my inner self, my inner God, my inner guide, my universe. I'm being obedient. I'm continuing to walk forward. It's also understanding that some of these things that forbidden. Why does this person act this way? Why do they not act like they love me? Why does this job treat me this way? Look, forbidden, denial. Understand, stand. If somebody is not able to see the beautiful or the God or the guide in you, you don't fucking need that situation anyway. If you are trying to go someplace and they are telling you no, allow that no to be a resounding no and you to keep walking on. Because sometimes God is trying to, or guides or universe or whatever it is that you believe in is trying to reroute us to another situation. Understand that a forbidden situation or a denied situation does not mean that you will not get the thing that it is that you want, need, and desire. It just means that no, not from this person, or no, not at this moment. And we need to be okay with that. We need to not allow the people and the situations that come into our lives to fuck us up and get us into this mentality to think that we are not who we say we are. Just because you can't see the light in me, just because you don't appreciate what it is that I bring to the table. Sometimes people don't appreciate shit until you get up from the fucking table and take your grace and your good with you. Allow that shit to be whatever it is. A no does not mean you're not worthy or deserving. And I know as being a Pisces, and I have a house full of Pisces. Everybody in my house is a Pisces. All of that water, all of that emotion, all of that shit. Like, we can hear no and feel like, oh my gosh, this feels like, this means that, and we're second guessing ourselves and we're like just throwing ourselves under the bus. I'm not good. I'm not good enough. I'm not great enough. And it's, you ain't got to be a Pisces to feel that way. Oh, and they're not calling me, and they're not doing this, and this job, I really wanted this job and I thought it was. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes, and that's what fragment comes in. You have no clue what's going on behind the scenes. This job that you may have been trying your best to get, and you think that this is the job of your dreams. This is the job for me, or whatever. There may need to be somebody who needs to be fired from this situation so that you can take their place. You have no clue. There may be a better place for you, something that's way more better. But we have to get out of this denied And forbidden, this denial means, no, I'm not, it's not me, it's not good enough, it's not, no, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve, I don't, no, 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 that has nothing to do with that. And that's to also understand that some of these situations that seem forbidden, they're just not fucking for you. And you have to allow what is not for you to not be for you, and to allow that shit to go. Does it hurt? Yeah, it may hurt. Have you been through more stuff? Have you been through bigger, stronger situations? Yes. And you've survived because you're still here. So whatever is not for you, allow that shit to leave. Allow it to leave. Be stronger and more stronger and more entrusted within yourself and the steps that you are making and have made, so that you can know that whatever is not for you, fuck it. You don't need it anyway. You good. You good. You don't need something to bring you back into that mind state of fuckery so that you can self-sabotage your own situation and your own life. So in standing in who you are and what you are, at the top of the deck is beauty. At the top of the deck is beauty. You are starting to see the beauty in yourself, the beauty in the process, the beauty as things are unfolding, the beauty. You are starting to see the beauty in life, the beauty in what you deserve, the beauty in understanding that all of these situations that have brought you to your knees have actually brought you to your knees, made you stronger and more confident and aware of who the fuck you are. Because aren't you great? Don't you have more of a sense of deservingness? Don't you have more of a sense of confidence? Don't you have more of a sense of what it is that you want out of life, what it is that you deserve out of life, who you want in your life, and what the fuck you don't? Come on. Because see, for me, the soulmate card, I have become my own soulmate. I have been cheering for myself, cheering for as much trauma as I've been through, cheering for as much shit as people have put on me, cheering because people have put their shit on me as a child, and I have carried adult problems, adult hurt, adult confusion, adult pain into my life that was not fucking mine, and I gave it back. Gave it fucking back to them. So I have become my own soulmate, and understand, as you clear this energy, as you clear excuse me, as you allow yourself to clear yourself of this victim mentality and of this, I don't deserve this, or this is the person that I wanted in my life, or this is what I needed, and this is this, and this is that, or whatever. You call in your soulmate because you love yourself so much. You see the beauty in yourself so much that the person that comes into your life has they don't have no problem stepping up to the plate. They don't have a problem stepping up and giving you the things that you desire. Now, does that mean that there may be some compromise? Yes, you may have to compromise. Yes. But does compromise have to be a bad word? There's something beautiful in compromise. There really is. There's something beautiful in compromise. And I don't mean compromising your standards or your morality or any of that. But yeah. Okay, you like to go here and I don't like to go there, but I'll do that for you. Nobody who loves you will make you compromise your integrity, your standards, or morality. None of that. Nobody who loves you. None of that. Also, this time for a nap card. Time for a nap. This is to let us know that as our bodies are regenerating, as our minds are regenerating, as we are coming into this newness, this new mindset, this new state of being, this new thing that we're creating, we need to rest. We need to honor our body, honor our soul, honor our spirits. Also understand that a lot of the things it is that we are learning, like we're seeing a lot. And a lot of times you see a whole bunch and your mind is not quite computing to what is actually going on. I know as long as I was looking through victim eyes and a victim mentality, I couldn't quite compute to what was in front of me. So as you rest, as you heal your body, your mind, your soul, your spirit, you become restored and regenerated. And a lot of times we get most of our answers in our sleep because that's when, your mouth is closed. So you can't fight. You can't fight with spirit. You start to understand. Okay, that's what this was happening. That's why this was going on. That's why. That place of rest and restoration allows this regeneration to be more profound, to settle in your spirit. You begin to see the actual steps. You begin to see the actual steps that you were making, even when you were confused and unsure of what it is that you were doing. And let's see, on the top of this deck is the Yang. Yang. And Yang is, give me a moment, Yang is the masculine principle of movement and creative activity, the power to make things happen, taking action. Yang represents the power of action, the energies that propel the world forward, and manifesting thought and desire into concrete form. Now is the perfect time to act. You can easily build momentum and make headway. What you want will come to fruition if you proceed confidently. Come on now. This card signifies new life. Hey, regeneration. And is a sure sign that obstacles have been overcome. There is no reason to hesitate. You are the shaper of your destiny now. And doesn't that just kind of flow with everything that we've been talking about? Like, Yang is it's the go ahead. Go ahead. You've gotten all the information that you need. You now know that you are confident. You now know what it is that you deserve. You now feel, like you know who you are. You now know that those things that you went through have made you a stronger person, have made you wiser. They were not here to break you, but to break down that ego, that false sense of self that we seem to carry along with us in this life. Fuck that ego. And I'm not saying ego from a negative perspective, because that ego at one point in time, we needed that shit to protect us. We needed it to cover us, to cover our heart, to cover our mind, to keep us from breaking from the shit that people were putting on us, and we were even putting on ourselves. But in this next step, in this next transition, that ego needs to take a backseat, because your vulnerability needs to take front and center stage. And I know it's a scary thing. It's an absolute scary thing for me, because again, being a Pisces, I wear my heart on my sleeve. And so many times I have put my confidence in people who have betrayed my confidence. I've put my trust in people who have betrayed me, who have talked about the shit that I have, that I've been through, like openly discussed my shit. And that can be a very hurtful thing. But now aren't your eyes open and you can see exactly who you can trust? And now don't you have the steps? Don't you know what a trustworthy person looks like? Don't you know that a person who you can trust has boundaries and has and holds themselves accountable, keeps your shit in a vault, a person of integrity, a person who you can fall off your fucking wagon and have a moment of weakness and you need help and they got you, and then you allow yourself to be in that position of having them too. That's what trust is. We now know who we can trust. We now have a very, very deep rooted and seated understanding of trust. So again, I can go on and on with this, but I don't want to make this too long. I just wanted to give you all a message for today. I hope this resonated with you. I hope you liked it. Again, I am Sapphire. My YouTube is Sapphire Speaks. My IG is only one Sapphire. And as always, thank you so much for listening.